So, so Steve, the seed for this idea to close every McDonald's in Manhattan came from a series of informal experiments involving hanging handwritten signs in public places. Was there one in particular that suggested Ronald's crisis?
Yeah, very much. Julia Schwadron and I would sit around in a room and make these signs, and then the next day go out and put them up. And the sign making was sort of like automatic drawing. Whatever came to our heads, we'd sort of write down and make a sign out of it. So for some reason, I made a stack of closed signs, and I was like, I wonder what I could close. And the next day I went out and put one up on a Starbucks, and then we stood there and watched what happened, and it worked. Like people stopped going into the store on a busy Sunday afternoon when it was packed, and they're very confused, but they read the sign and were like, okay, I guess they're closed. So I thought it was hilarious standing outside on the sidewalk laughing. I was like, I could do more with this. And that's, that kernel of an idea turned into this thing.
So in the video, we see you handing out envelopes with those signs that say closed for evaluation and instructions. And you had a number of different volunteers helping you close over 70 McDonald's in Manhattan. Were there any failed attempts?
Yeah, definitely. Towards the end of the day, I think the people in McDonald's were calling around, tipping off other managers and employees. So Lucas Murguita went to a store and had a sign like torn down as he was taking the picture, which you can see in the video. And that employee chased after him, chased him down the street. He got away.
Have you heard anything from McDonald's?
No, and I don't expect to, because I think that this project, if they were to, it wouldn't do them any good to come after me. It's sort of a waste of their time and would only serve to promote the project, which I think they would probably like to downplay.
So the video is a step-by-step documentation of the project, but it's also a how-to guide inviting others to take up your idea and perhaps try it in other cities. What do you hope might happen as a result?
By no means I think it's the only way or best way that this could be done, and I think that this is a sort of like ripe territory that if this project could be repeated, like I've already considered making it sort of an annual shutdown McDonald's thing. And also, could be built on, and part of the work that I'm doing in the Open Lab at IBeam is like creating instruction sets, creating ideas that are in the public domain, and putting them out there for people to use and to build on. I want it to be inspiring for other people to do that kind of work.
So this project, Ronald's Crisis, was part of the Conflux Festival. What was the larger life of the project in the festival?
After we finished the project, we sort of immediately went back over to Brooklyn, and Larry was still in the clown makeup and gave a little recap of what had happened. And then the next day, a more in-depth lecture with photos, and we got to have deeper conversations about the project and techniques and what it meant. And it was nice to have that audience that was more engaged than and have like a deeper discussion than you could have within the context of a 4-minute video on the internet.
So did you end up getting interesting comments on the YouTube posting?
It's the first video I've put on YouTube, and because I want it just makes sense for this one. But the first comment was my favorite comment ever, and it was just fake.